Our IKEA kitchen has arrived and there are barely any instructions, which is good. Yeah. There's a lot of boxes here, aren't there?
Yeah. I think it looks scarier than it is.
I don't personally find it scary.
I mean, it is a bit scary for me, but...
In my head, because if you look at everything, it's all like...
What you're seeing is the monologue that Joy launches into when she's trying to convince herself that everything's going to be okay. All I can see is a woman slipping deeper and deeper into flat-pack kitchen denial.
Oven.
Oh, oven. And then the extractor fan. If you don't even think about that, it's actually not too bad. No?
I'm just gonna remove back.
No? No? Okay.
I thought this might be the best way to organise it.
What's that?
This is the quote list.
Okay.
Because there's no instructions as to like where to start with the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like there's no instructions as to which bits go with which part of the kitchen or anything. I thought the best thing to do is look at the quote and see what each cabinet has. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because apparently there's two types of base cabinet that look at it that are like. So you see this one, right? Which is a Method 60 by 60 by 80. Is different to this one, which is a Method 60 by 60 by 80.
Yeah.
But one of them has a frame, I don't know, a frame in it to support. This is going to be a bit tricky. Should we have a look in here?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a beast. Didn't think it'd be that big for some reason.
Yeah, it's massive.
It's a proper beast. I think that's nice. Well, let's take it to the kitchen. You can put it against the wall and see how big it is. Oh,
Yeah.
it's heavy.
Is it heavy? Yeah, it's weird. It makes it, you can feel it's going to be smaller in here.
Yeah.
That's why it's good that it's going to be a different colour. Do you know, even if it wasn't the colour that we're going to make it, I wonder if we could even paint it any other colour, you know?
You know, you could paint it the colour of the wall.
Cabinet. Even.
That might be nice.
There's no table in this house, so it's just balancing on goodness knows what. Anyway, we've got some orders in today. The tap has arrived.
Lovely tap.
I'm a big fan. It's brass. This is one of my favourite things about it. I don't know why, but I really like the H and C on it, the hot and cold. Especially, you know, sometimes you go to people's houses and you don't know which one is hot and cold. Unless are they the same everywhere?
What are you saying, sorry?
Hot and cold taps, are they the same way on every tap, universally?
No idea.
See, no one really knows. It probably is, but just in case someone doesn't know, I think it's handy to have it on there.
Yeah, I like an indication, otherwise you don't want to have a cup of hot water.
Exactly. So I haven't actually seen that on a tap before, so I thought that was really lovely. The sconce lights came. I don't know if sconces are the right word because it doesn't look like a traditional sconce, but these are going to be the wall lights in the kitchen. Again, it's a nice brass, and we found these on Etsy, and they're handmade.
Really nice.
Really like it. I really love the matte bulb on it. I've seen a lot of like round lights like this, but not with this kind of detail on it, so I thought it was really lovely. But shipping was not ideal.
Yeah.
what was it? The tax was not.
Tax, yeah, import tax.
Import tax, man. That's how they get you. These have arrived too. And when they first arrived, I wasn't too sure about them because I felt, you probably can't tell, but in my head, it almost felt like it was a bit green in colour. It's meant to be brushed brass, but now I've kind of seen it with everything else. It feels like it's gonna fit in really nicely. I didn't know if it was gonna fit in with the tap and the lamp and everything, but I think it's actually gonna work out really nice. Theme of the house is, I think, joyful. I just want a joyful house, Elliot.
Nice. That's nice.
It's just joyful, that's what I like. These handles are what we've decided to go for the kitchen cupboards. We've also got some bigger ones for the fridge as well. This is also a brass handle. This is going to be for the fridge. It's kind of like a hexagon pattern. It's nice seeing all these things come together because I think it's gonna work really nicely. The worktop is still something that has been debated over the past, I don't know how long, but we have been drawn to like a statement marble like this.
This is cab 1 of 10.
Fun times.
So
10, that's not bad. I feel like we can get through it, you
got
know.
15 drawers as well.
The inside of the cabinets of a lot of IKEA's kitchens are exactly the same, but it means that the only thing that is different are the fronts, right? The doors. So the doors that we got, we went to see them in person and I was like, I wasn't a fan. But we sent them back and now we've ordered new ones. But it means that in the meantime, even though they're going to be a few weeks away, we can still build the actual cabinets, which is still alright, isn't it?
It certainly is. You beautiful woman.
Thank you. So these are the cabinets that are going in the kitchen. These are the side panels. It's going to go either side of the fridge and the oven, and then either side of the cabinets which aren't attached to anything, so the higher cabinets. I'm just going to paint them now with primer before I paint them with the actual colour. But the primer takes 2 hours to dry and the colour takes 6 hours to dry, so we've got a long wait.
I opened it.
No, you didn't tell me. It's really hard to see the colour on camera. I don't feel like it does it justice. This is the kitchen so far. We're getting there, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, Elliot and his dad did a really good job of actually putting the cabinets on the, installing the cabinets in here. We built the cabinets a while ago, didn't we?
Yeah, ages ago.
I think we've got some footage of that. So we've just been kind of waiting to actually put them here. So it actually, I don't know, looks a bit more like a kitchen. Which it does now, kind of, a little bit. Getting there. This is going to be the colour of the cabinets. We have painted these so far, and then we also have some more drawers and cupboard fronts that are being painted at the moment that we still need to finish doing. That's been a bit of a faff, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'd never do it again.
Would you not?
Nope.
But, oh, interesting. I think if I was to do it, I wouldn't mind doing it again, but I would pick door fronts that are wooden so that you can literally just paint or just prime it normally and paint over it. The issue we've had is because we picked an IKEA kitchen and we wanted to pick our own custom front colour, we had to buy the doors that were already coated in plastic, and you can't just paint straight over it. You have to coat it in a special primer, and that primer is a nightmare to work with, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not very nice.
No, so it gets quite sticky and it gets everywhere, and like bits rip off when it's dried and stuff like that. So we've kind of had to sand things down. You've sanded them down quite a few times after we've painted them.
Yeah, so you have to prime it all, and then you have to sand the primer, and then you have to do your colour coat, and then you have to sand the colour coat.
It's just,
and
it's a lot.
It's too much, really.
It's a lot of work, but we're getting there, so hopefully it'll come together soon. So yeah, that's the next step. We're going to put all the drawers in, build the drawers, and attach all the handles as well that we've got. We've picked our countertop. This is kind of what it's going to look like. It's actually a quartz countertop. It's kind of like a marble effect, but with big veins running through it, because I kind of like the drama of that. And I'm really excited. We're gonna have it installed here with a splashback that's probably gonna come up to here or so. And then just a normal countertop with a small upstand on this side.
So we've had our spots in for a while now, which is nice. We've got our nice sconce lights. And we've got some under cabinet lighting as well, which is just LED strips. And these aren't, they are wired up, but they're not really wired up properly. You can see they're just hanging out loose at the moment, but they will eventually be wired up properly. But they all work. So that'll come under here, like that. It's nice. And then these are just the IKEA microwave and grill and the fan oven. They seem to be pretty good so far. Yeah. This is also just an IKEA fridge. It's a good one though, it was good, well reviewed on Which.
It's time for a tap test. Can I test it? You ready?
Mm-hmm.